Hello friends, welcome once again. In this video, I will be sharing with you how to make meat pie at home. So I'll start by peeling some Irish potato that I will be using as one of the ingredients for the filling of the meat pie. So in this video, I'll be taking you through the easiest step of making meat pie at home. And after peeling the potato, I will wash and dice them into cubes. And after dicing the potato into cubes, transfer into a bowl and set aside. And after transferring the potatoes into a bowl, here are the other ingredients that I'll be using for making of the filling of the meat pie. First, I have some meat which is already miced, some nicely chopped fresh pepper, curry, salt, chopped onions, thyme, the chopped potato, seasoning cube, and lastly, some finely chopped carrots. With this, we'll be making the filling of our meat pie. So we start by adding the minced meat to the preheated oil. Set together and allow to fry for about 5 minutes. And to the minced meat, I'll be adding some salt. I also add to it the seasoning cube and stir together. And after frying the minced meat for about 5 minutes, I'll be adding to it the potatoes. I also stir together and allow to fry for about 2 minutes. And next I'll be adding the chopped onions to it and also the chopped pepper. This is totally optional as you can make your meat pie without adding any pepper to it. I'll stir together and allow to simmer for about 2 minutes. And next I'll be adding the chopped carrot to it. The curry and the thyme, I'll stir together and allow to simmer once again for about 3 minutes. And after frying for about 3 minutes, I'll be mixing some flour with water. This will be used as a binder for the sauce. Cornstarch can also be used as thickener as well. So after mixing together properly, I will add the flour slurring to the vegetables and mix together. Make sure to mix properly so that there will be no lumps in it. Then transfer to the vegetables and mix together. After mixing together and it is well combined, add some water to it, stir together once again, cover and allow to cook so that all the ingredients can be well cooked for about 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes of cooking, I will open and stir together. And as you can see from the video, the filling of the meat pie is well cooked, which means it's ready. I will turn off the heat and allow to cool down completely. We set this aside and next we move to the next step of making our meat pie. And here are the ingredients for making our meat pie. First, we have our 2 cups of flour, 125 grams of butter, some milk, salt, half teaspoon of baking powder, and an egg. So we start by transferring the flour into our mixing bowl. And next we'll be adding the salt and the baking powder. And then mix all the dry ingredients together. And after mixing all the dry ingredients together, I'll be adding the butter to it and mix together. This time I'll be using my hand to mix it together. I'll mix together until it becomes crumbling. So I'll mix together properly until the mixture looks like breadcrumbs. And now you can see how it looks like. Another way for you to know if it is properly combined is that if you hold it together, if it can mold, which means it is properly combined. Next, we'll be adding some milk to it. We'll be adding it bit by bit until I get my desired consistency. If you don't have milk, you can also add water to it bit by bit. Please add your water bit by bit to get that perfect consistency. And after adding the milk, I'll walk through the dough gently. You don't have to knead your dough that you'll be using for meat pie. After mixing together and I've gotten that perfect consistency, I'll wrap the dough and allow to rest for about 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, I'll be bringing it back. And it's time for me to cut the dough into smaller size. So I will unwrap the dough from the cling film, transfer into a working surface, then cut into smaller size. So I'll start by parting the dough into two equal parts, then cut each part of it into smaller size. And after cutting them into smaller size, I'll be spraying some flour on the working surface. And next I'll begin to flatten each of the dough. So I'll take one of them and flatten with a rolling pin. And after flattening it with a rolling pin, next I'll be cutting out with a dough cutter. And after cutting with a dough cutter, remove the excess around the dough cutter with your hand. And next, place the flattened dough on the dough cutter. And after placing the dough on the dough cutter, next I'll be beating the egg that we'll be using for the sealing of the meat pie. And next I'll brush the edges of the dough with the egg so that it can seal easily. And after that, I'll be adding the filling at the middle. Just a little portion of it so that the dough can seal properly. And after adding the filling, I'll bring the dough cutter together like this and then press gently together. And after that, I will open. And here we have our meat pie, well sealed. So I'll transfer it into a baking pan that I've already lined with a baking paper. I'll repeat the same process for the other ones. And just like the first one, flatten the dough, cut out with a meat pie cutter, add the filling at the middle of the dough and seal gently. After sealing it, I'll add it to the baking pan too. And next, let me show you another shape that I cut out with a bowl. So after flattening the dough, I cut it out with a bowl. Repeat the same process to another dough. Just flatten the dough and cut out with a bowl. After flattening the dough and cutting out two equal shapes of the same size, I'll go ahead and brush the edges of one of the dough with egg. And after brushing, I'll be adding some filling at the middle. And next I'll be placing the other dough on top. and cover gently. And once it's well covered, I'll be sealing it together with a fork. Please, if this is your first time of seeing my videos, I want to say thank you so much for clicking to watch. Kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that when I upload new videos, you will be notified. And to all my amazing returning viewers, I want to say thank you so much for your great support. And here we have the other shape of the meat pie. Repeat the same process for the remaining ones. And once this is done, I'm going to be perforating them with a fork for ventilation. And after perforating them with a fork, next I'll brush on top with egg. And after brushing with the egg, I preheated my oven to 180 Fahrenheit and then bake for about 30 minutes. And after baking for 30 minutes, here we have a delicious and yummy meat pie. This came out very nice and beautiful. And if you find this very helpful, kindly like, comment and share this video. Thanks for watching.